Are they all just a question of business? In the United States, the answer appears to be, well, yes. In the following piece, Lindsay Mastis from Los Angeles tells us how private companies have profited from the ever-increasing number of inmates and the lucrative business of prison construction.
There's not enough room in federal and state-run prisons to house all of America's 2.2 million prisoners. Overcrowding has forced many states to transfer their inmates to privately run institutions. These companies have been building prisons for years and are able to win lucrative government contracts because they have empty cells ready to go. Like federal and state prisons, private facilities include cells, food service, and health care for inmates. When a court ordered California to release or transfer many of their prisoners to ease overcrowding, lawmakers chose to ink a $30 million deal with GEO Group Incorporated, the second largest privately run prison company in America. Michael Stoll, author of Why Are So Many Americans in Prison, says lawmakers don't want to appear soft on crime, and U.S. citizens want to ensure public safety.
And so they're much more willing to spend a high dollar for prisons because they can at least see the criminals going to jail, right? Without regard to saying, well, this is not good for me as a taxpayer.
He says private prisons are able to make a profit because they only accept low-level offenders. They're cheaper to house, which increases their profit margin. The two largest private prison companies, Corrections Corporation of America and GEO Group Incorporated, are publicly traded on the U.S. stock market. They reported a combined $3.3 billion in total revenue in 2011, according to ProPublica. Critics say large profits come at the expense of safety and security.
There's been some evidence to suggest that the monitoring of prisoners is not as tight as in state-run prisons, and there's concerns about the extent to which there's actual rehabilitative services being performed.
Privately run prisons are competing with county governments for profits. Larry Agron, a councilman with the city of Irvine, is fighting a proposal to bring federal and state prisoners to a minimum security jail, which sits near a residential neighborhood.
Will be part of a rent-a-jail, rent-a-cell system that is intended to generate tens of millions of dollars to the county.
Privately run prisons also spend millions of dollars lobbying lawmakers to further their economic interests.
I think we passed the threshold where incarceration in prisons actually serve the social purposes of safety.
Those making the most money from private prisons are shareholders and CEOs. The CEO of GEO Group made a reported $5.7 million in 2011. Lindsay Mastis for Telesur, Los Angeles.
That's all.